So therefore, the TEDx speaker has to memorize everything.
Everything. Do you consider or do you see yourself as a successful entrepreneur on stage, facing an audience who's judging you, who's looking at you?
As in when you fail, you feel discouraged, disheartened, disappointed. But then you have to bounce back again.
So when you had these bad moments, and maybe sometimes in these 12 years you must have had a real bad moment, did it impact you so much that you thought for a moment, this is not for me?
You think that probably I should give up.
Hello and welcome to Pune Times Mirror's unique and thought-provoking series, Mirrored on Mirror, where we shine a light on issues that really matter. In today's episode, we step into the fascinating world of public speaking, an arena where few dare to venture, but most wish they could. We are joined by a very special guest, Virendra Nirmalkar, who is a distinguished public speaker from Toastmasters Club. Welcome to our show, Virendra sir. It was a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure being here.
Okay, so I'm your host, Prince Chaudhary. So let's dive right in. So first of all, could you share a glimpse of the journey that you've had so far? What challenges you faced, difficulties, and how did you overcome them? Please share that with our viewers.
Sure. So before I begin my journey, where exactly it began, I would like to tell where I am.
Okay.
So I have been a Toastmaster for 12 years.
Okay.
And along with that, that made me feel that probably I have this skill set, connecting with the people, communicating, and then I thought, let's turn it into entrepreneurship.
Wow.
So I left my job after 13 years of being in corporate as a mechanical engineer. And then I moved to training industry 3 years ago around. And then since then I've been never stopping and collaborating with the people who have been right mindset. And that gave me a chance to collaborate with the colleges like MIT, IAMS, the schools like Victoria's Kids, Silver Beltry School, and Trinity, and many other institutes.
Wow.
So this has been really a great journey so far.
Wow. I can understand.
But when I began, I come from humble background, humble family, which had great style icons. My father, he has been a great personality altogether. So I admire him a lot. He was an inspiration. He became my role model.
Wow.
And that's when I was raised in a small town, by the way, named Jagdalpur.
Where is that?
It's in Chhattisgarh.
Chhattisgarh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I come from there, and I was schooling in a small school, government school basically, in a vernacular medium school, and I had to fight hard. I had to struggle hard in terms of learning this language, English.
Absolutely.
And that is my journey to begin with. I had to struggle a lot to learn it, and eventually after my engineering, when I met my guru, Vivek Soni sir, he transformed me.
Oh.
That was the time when I had a 180-degree shift, 180-degree turn in my life, and I never looked back again.
Wow.
So after that, I realized, after working for 13 years in corporate, I thought this is the time I need to get back to the society.
Right.
After being 12 years of Toastmaster, I thought this is the right time I can find my now niche and turn into an entrepreneur. So this has been a really great journey so far.
Amazing.
And I'm still enjoying
Amazing.
it.
So Toastmasters and the TEDx, how would you rate them, compare them, if I may ask?
For me, Toastmaster is a community which, it's kind of, it gives you a lot of opportunity to thrive in as a public speaker, as a communicator. And it also has a strong community which has been working for 100 years.
100 years?
Yeah, 100 years.
Century.
We last year we completed 100 years.
Wow.
And this has been a proven formula. Very slow paced. It takes time.
Okay.
People come up with a lot of aspirations and
I can understand
expectations, and they think that everything will turn overnight. It doesn't happen that way.
Like that, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like that. You have to have patience.
Absolutely.
So, but in TEDx, it's a little faster in pace.
Faster in pace.
Yeah, because you have to have some milestone maybe within 3 months, you want to deliver a TEDx speech.
Okay.
Right? For that, you have to prepare, you have to get curated by experts,
Right.
and they help you with elements of each and every sentence that you speak, right?
Right.
That has to be gauged, that has to be checked whether this is correct or not, that is aligning with the TEDx guidelines or not.
Wow.
There are rules and regulations in TEDx. Unlike Toastmasters, it gives you a lot of flexibility.
Oh, it's got a lot.
It lets you come up with the stories, your own thoughts, which can be created into a speech altogether.
Fantastic. And of course, Toastmaster goes back 100 years. So
Yeah.
entire century.
Long legacy.
TEDx is fairly new, I guess.
Yeah, so TEDx began in 1980s somewhere, 90s exactly.
Acha, 90s.
And then TED was the first one to begin with, and they introduced TEDx in 2008, and then TED Ed in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when people delve into this, dare to go into public speaking for TEDx and for the Toastmasters Club, do they have to prepare their speech and address the audience without a teleprompter, or do they have some kind of support
Yeah.
to speak in front of an audience?
So Toastmasters, apparently, you can use a couple of notes to begin with in a couple of speeches.
Okay.
But then as you move forward, there are contests, and as you get seasoned Toastmaster, people expect not to.
Not to.
Yeah.
So you have to memorize.
You have to memorize the story.
The
I
story.
wouldn't say word to word the whole
Correct.
script,
Correct. Obviously.
And it becomes like people become natural speaker then in that case.
Correct.
So we have different categories, maybe prepared speeches, on the spot, table topic, we call it.
Okay.
And evaluations are also there. So all in all, it's dedicated, Toastmasters fraternity is dedicated to public speaking.
Public speaking.
Like in TEDx, it has two different methods. Some organizers give you teleprompter where you can have...
You can actually have a teleprompter.
Yeah, you can have teleprompter.
Okay.
But otherwise, majority of the organizers don't have those infrastructures.
They don't have it.
So therefore, the TEDx speaker has to memorize everything.
Everything. And that requires a lot of skill, a lot
That
of
requires.
courage to address an audience and not slip up of,
I bet.
Or fumble.
I bet.
Yeah, okay.
True.
So, thriving corporate career and then this big leap into public speaking. So, do you consider or do you see yourself as a successful entrepreneur on stage, facing an audience who's judging you, who's looking at you?
Quite subjective question, actually. So if I consider to be a successful, I would say I'm still on the way to it.
Okay.
Yeah, partially successful for sure. But yeah, we are inching towards success.
Okay,
and
great.
anyways, success differs
I know.
for everyone. Right?
Absolutely.
So for me, success is finding your ikigai, which I've got eventually, and I'm helping the people out.
Okay.
I'm helping the students out. I'm helping the children out.
Okay.
I'm helping the entrepreneurs, employees out.
Right.
Which eventually is helping me contribute towards the better nation.
Fabulous.
So therefore,
So you've actually gone up the learning curve, and now, and how long have you been connected with Toastmasters?
it's been 12 years.
12 years now. Okay, all right. And so, what difference do you see in Toastmasters now that you've completed 2 years, more than a decade? When you first joined and now, how has the transition been?
It's significant actually, because the first time that you begin learning swimming, kind of,
I know.
you drown, then you get to understand, no, this doesn't work, this works.
That's right.
So I
Right.
have been into many contests where I had to prove to be the best among the best ones, right?
Okay.
So it takes a lot of efforts. It takes a lot of courage, patience, perseverance, and whatnot
Okay.
to thrive in.
Yeah, I know.
But then still you fail, right?
Yeah, of course.
Failure is a part and parcel of it. You cannot avoid it.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So as and when you fail, you feel discouraged, disheartened, disappointed. But then you have to bounce back again.
I know.
So, yeah.
So if I may ask, for the sake of our viewers, of course, have you had any bad moments in these 12 years? And to counter that, have you had some really exceptional moments? Could you share with our viewers?
Yeah, of course. So not one, but many a times.
Oh,
Yeah, so as in when I go for this contest, I think that I'm the, sometimes you are part of club though, club. Then once you win in club contest, you go to the next ones. So in clubs, you are a big fish in a small pond.
Right, right.
Anything, you're the everything. You are
Absolutely.
like omnipotent.
Right.
And the moment you fail into the next level,
Right.
those all expectations, those all dreams, get shattered.
Comes crashing down.
It comes crashing down.
Right.
And that gives you a chance to learn further.
Absolutely.
So I have been learning. I've been having many contests where I failed. And then I would specifically talk about the district contests, which is the final one kind of consider in this district 125 that we belong to. I have been a runner-up once and second runner-up as well.
Wow.
And I never nailed it. I never was the winner.
Actually, you never was.
I never was the winner.
And you're still trying to get
I'm
there.
still trying to get it there.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, that's probably the one that I'm aiming for. Yeah.
So when you had these bad moments, and maybe sometimes in this 12 years you must have had a real bad moment, did it impact you so much that you thought for a moment, this is not for me?
Yes, it happens. You think that probably I should give up.
Right.
And then you gather courage and you bounce back again.
You bounce
But it has happened. Even every time that I fail, lose, I go back home, think that, oh, it's injustice. The judges were not right.
Yeah.
Because we have judges who are judging you, right?
Correct.
The judges were not right.
They're also human.
Yeah, because maybe the public, the audience was biased.
Right.
But after some time, you realize that you had some fault, right?
Yeah.
And then you fix it.
You fix it.
Exactly. So that I call flossom.
Oh.
Flossom. As
Flossom.
in, you have flaws,
Yeah.
but how you turn those flaws into awesomeness.
Oh my God.
Is this like those Japanese bowl
Wow.
that actually got broken? So once it is broken, they fix the bowl with golden foil.
Correct. I know. I've seen that. Yeah.
I think we call
Amazing.
it kinshuki or some sort of that terminology.
Okay.
I forgot. But otherwise, that becomes flossom. So everywhere that you go,
Flaws and awesome together. Wow.
together,
Yeah.
right? Everybody has got flaws. But how you make yourself awesome, that's flossom I admire.
Fabulous. I think this flossom should be picked up and as a new word in the dictionary. It's an amazing word.
Yeah.
So, support, backbone of your support behind all your achievements. You began speaking at a young age. So, how did these early experiences influence your path? And how young were you when?
Yeah. So, I wasn't an orator since the beginning.
Absolutely.
I was not born as an orator.
Correct.
I really believe, as Pablo Picasso mentioned, every child is born an artist, but how to remain so becomes a challenge.
Absolutely.
For me also, the same thing. I was born with a couple of skill sets which I was not aware of.
Not aware of.
Then there's a teacher. I thought I was shy, coy, timid, because throughout my life till my 7th grade, people used to call me shy.
Shy. Okay.
Yeah.
Introverted. Shy.
Introverted, shy.
Right.
And I'll come to that terminology. The introvertedness and shyness,
Achha.
those are two different things.
Two different things. Okay.
Yeah, I'll come to that.
Okay.
But then people used to call me shy, and I thought I am the one, because one lie repeated thousands times, it turns out to be the truth, kind of,
Yes.
right?
People start believing it.
People start believing it. So I believed it.
Right.
And then I thought, I was just going like this. And one day, this teacher of mine who heard me speaking and said, "Oh, bachcha bada acha bolta hai. Let's take him to a radio station.
He has potential.
He has potential." So she took me to radio station, helped me with basic elements of speaking in front of mic,
Wow,
right?
yeah.
And then she helped
Very
me record a small educational content.
Okay.
It is about how people explored India, navigated towards
Like a voiceover kind of a thing.
and voiceover. It's just like I had to read it, but I had to read again. Flaws were there,
Right.
but she made sure all the flaws are eradicated, and I become the awesome one.
Wow.
So she helped me, and the moment I heard myself in the radio for the first time, I thought, "Wow, these people are fooling me around."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God.
That changed the paradigm. I started thinking that I am not shy anymore. So I started going out, speaking. So I think the early exposure into this arena is really essential.
Yeah, it is.
And that's my message to the parents. Give an opportunity for the child to get exposed to the public speaking skills and life skills, which are really required.
Very important. So I when I was young, I read this quote somewhere that if you overcome your greatest weakness, it becomes your greatest strength.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I had a few issues in my life,
Okay.
which I felt is hindering me from going ahead. It took me a long time, as you said. It takes a lot of time, and then when I overcame that thing, it propelled me into a different realm altogether. Okay, so coming back to our discussion, uh, when did you first discover the gap between academic learning and the real world communication? They are two different things. And also, before we get into that, you were also going to tell me the difference between introvert and shy.
Shyness.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. So we can repeat this again. And yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
sure.
Yeah.
So let's explore what is introvert.
Right.
Right. Introvert is somebody who does not like to be a peacock going everywhere and speaking. I find those are the people who keep themselves, and as and when required, they open up.
But they are confident.
They're confident.
They are confident.
They're confident. But people tag them as the shy people.
Yeah.
Like consider Loha Purush Vallabhbhai Patel, Iron Man of India.
Right. Iron Man.
He happened to be, he used to speak only when required.
Only when required.
And whenever he spoke sense.
Correct.
So in a way, probably he was a little introvert, but at the same time, he had content, he had confidence, he had thoughts around.
Right.
So that is not shyness, actually.
It is not. It is not.
And I have been dealing with the students who, their parents come to me and they say, my child is so shy. Can you please help him out or help her out? Even the college students per se, I have been going to MIT college.
Right.
As in when I realize that people call themselves shy is because society has been tagging them.
Correct.
But the moment I start speaking with them, they come up with so variety of thoughts. Out of the box. These people are completely out of the box.
Out of the box.
They'll come up with the creative thoughts. They'll come up with something or the other which you'll be amazed with.
Right.
So I found shyness cannot be confused with introvertedness.
Introvertedness. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the gap between academic learning and the real world communication.
Yeah.
So how do you recognize that?
Sure. I really feel people generally, I'll repeat the quote that I have been saying.
Yeah.
We as students spend 15 lakh minutes.
15 lakh minutes.
If you back calculate everything, considering 7 hours of studies in a day, and 200 days in a year.
200 days in a year.
200 days in a year,
Correct.
7 hours of each day.
Okay.
It comes to around 14 lakh 98,000, which comes to approximately 15 lakh minutes.
15 lakh minutes.
Till graduation.
Till graduation. Okay.
We study, we practice for it, prepare for it. And that last 15 minutes of interview actually decide what's your career next.
How is those 15 lakh minutes? 15 lakh minutes, right?
Yes.
Has it been helpful? Has it been supportive? And
exactly. So how you want to portray everything together or combine them together in that 15 minutes of time frame, right? Selling your skill sets.
My God.
And convincing the people that you have been thriving in for last 15 lakh minutes.
My God.
That is an art. That is
an art.
That is an art to be understood. That has to be learned, right?
Correct.
So I feel there's a huge gap when it comes to colleges and academics. People don't really bother about this 15 minutes of time. And then keep emphasizing on the skill sets like technical skill sets. The moment they enter the corporate, they fumble, jumble, tumble, and eventually they kind of being perceived as the one who cannot communicate, and therefore they stop getting promotions, they stop getting new job offers. It's just that life skill which matters a lot.
Because from what I perceive from what you've just said is, perhaps the thing is that their superiors do not understand what potential this person has, because he cannot put that potential across in a communicative form.
Exactly. Convincing way. Maybe
convincing
completely
way.
I agree with you.
I have seen that there was this friend of mine who used to work for a corporate, and because his English skills, speaking skills were good, there were other people in that group, and I've met them, who were far more talented, far more skillful technically and from the computer point of view and all. But because this person's skills were good, he used to take their talent, phrase it, and put it across to
the management.
Superior.
Exactly.
So he was much more highly paid than them. So it's just
it happens. It happens absolutely.
You should correct. Okay, students spend years learning theory, but invest so little time in developing practical communication skills. You just said that. So if you can, reiterate that to our viewers.
Yeah, I really feel that uh, the colleges should take efforts, the schools should take efforts in order to emphasize on what's required in terms of life skills as
Life
well.
skills, yeah.
Think about a classroom where 60 people are sitting.
Right.
Even a single minute given to each and everyone to speak, it'll take at least 1 hour effectively, but with the transitions and things like 1.5 hours spent.
Correct.
So schools don't bother about it because eventually they have to showcase the percentage and things like onto the hoarding somewhere.
Right.
And therefore, I really feel that schools and colleges should not really be bothered only on percentage, but also on these life skills, which are going to make them thrive.
Also, don't you think that they focus more on written communication than in verbal communication? I've seen that.
Absolutely. Because we have been talking about it. Lord Macaulay came into, and he introduced this method of Western education, those ones. So expressions were not given weightage to it.
Right.
And therefore, I still feel that there's a lot of improvement required, and probably new education system policies that have been coming.
Correct.
I really think that it has good potential, provided it gets implemented well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, differences that you've observed among learners in schools, colleges, and corporate settings. What is the difference?
Yeah. So learning curve is really good in terms of the students in schools and colleges I have witnessed.
Right.
They understand and they grasp very fast, move very fast.
Right.
But the only thing is at times they don't understand the essence or need of these skill sets.
Right.
Which eventually employees in the corporates they understand. But at the same time, because they have crunch of time.
Correct.
And they have less agility in terms of learning.
Absolutely.
So therefore, I think the needy is the corporate employee, but the best that we can offer to the students is what probably we can do. But we are not bridging the gap. We are not bringing the industrial knowledge or applications of communication into the schools and colleges.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. So probably we have to sort this out somehow.
Yeah, I think, like you mentioned earlier, at the grassroots level, everything happens there.
Exactly.
Everything. All your impressions and how you perform in life, how successful you are, where you get. If at that stage, these kind of skills are inducted in them, or they imbibe these kind of skills, I'm sure going ahead, if there is a 20% success rate, it might escalate up to say 40%, 50%, and going forward even more.
True.
So at the school level, I believe everything should be done there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so many institutes already in the market. What sets your method apart?
So We Speak Institute is the institute which I founded, by the way.
Right.
So We Speak does differently.
Okay.
We emphasize.
We Speak?
Yeah, we as in V for victory.
Okay.
Speak.
Okay.
Yeah, We Speak. So We Speak does it differently. We emphasize on experiential learning.
Okay.
So first we let the students make a mistake, and then learn through their experiences. We don't really teach them the philosophy theories in the beginning.
Right.
We rather let them make a mistake.
Okay.
Then we give them an opportunity to learn the basics, learn the theory behind it, and then redo it.
Absolutely.
This experiential learning is
so
different.
Are they pulled down when they made a mistake, or is just taken as this is the learning experience? You need to sort out your mistakes, because sometimes what happens is when a student makes a mistake, the teacher or whoever the supervisor is, they kind of scold that student, saying, hey, how you made the mistake, haven't you learned it till now? That kind of thing. So that doesn't happen in your
not of course, because I have been learning through the same mistakes, right? So I really feel that mistakes are meant to be done.
Yeah, learning blocks.
They are learning, exactly. They are stepping stones.
Because if you don't make mistakes, that means you're not doing anything. Actually.
Exactly.
Okay. So you often emphasize the importance of elevator pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the first time I've heard it. Could you tell us more about it? Could you tell our viewers more about this elevator pitch?
Sure.
What does it imply?
I mean, it's just a sugar coating to the sentence. Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, but then how it came into picture. I watched one of the TEDx videos, and in which TEDx talks, they mentioned about elevator pitch. It was really impressive. I thought, let's explore more.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can do in this area? So consider you and I are in elevator,
Okay.
or rather we are going from ground floor to fifth floor.
Correct.
And we are having a conversation.
Right.
Or let's understand, consider Mukesh Ambani met us.
Wow.
And he wants to hire someone who is maybe a public speaker.
Oh.
And since provided we both are public speakers.
Correct. Correct.
So if he asks us, tell me about yourself. And then if you're waiting for the elevator, lift to go down, and then press the button, enter the lift,
Correct.
go to the fifth floor, come out. This whole process takes around 45 seconds to 1 minute.
Correct.
Within that 45 seconds to 1 minute, what is that you want to tell to Mukesh Ambani so that he hires you?
Yes, that is important.
That is an elevator pitch.
That is the elevator pitch. In the shortest possible time.
In the shortest possible time, how would you convince somebody?
You get your message across. Wow.
Right. So this is the question generally students are asked. Tell me about yourself. And if they are really convincing enough in that 1 minute, halfway through.
I know.
It's
Yes,
always,
exactly.
like half war done.
Exactly.
Half war won, rather.
Absolutely. Okay, so how do your sessions help bring about meaningful mindset shifts? It's very important. Because people already, they go through a certain experience and they have certain mindsets. So how that shift?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we emphasize more on experiential learning. We don't really preach. We practice what we preach.
Okay.
We practice what we preach. We preach what we practice.
Right.
So in a way, we make them understand what's required.
Okay.
And that actually brings them into a position where they can see the bigger picture.
Right.
So if they can understand why communication is required, why public speaking is really a skill that you need to learn, then they get convinced.
Absolutely.
It's just a spark which is required, right?
Right.
Rest of the thing, they have to do it. They have to go back home. They have to find out all the things required.
Absolutely.
But it's just a spark that we give. That brings the mindset change, paradigm shift.
Absolutely. When, just to move a little bit away from this topic, when I go out with my photographer person, from the media point of view, and we go for a particular assignment, and we shoot like a reel there, explaining that whole thing out, and then we ask for bites from the locals.
Yeah, exactly.
But Virendra, you'll notice one thing, that when both of us ask a person who's a local person, can you tell us something about this place? Why is it like this? 9 out of 10 times, and mostly 10 out of 10 times, people are so hesitant to come in front of the camera and actually speak.
Right.
So you're right. Public speaking, the ability to be confident to face a camera and speak is a very important skill that everyone should know. Right.
True.
Okay. AI gaining prominence.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think it will transform life skills training? Do you think AI will replace human public speaking? Do you think robots will kind of come in?
That's frightening, actually.
Yeah, it is frightening.
These days, people are talking about AI.
Yeah.
Everywhere there's AI. Everywhere there's a fear of losing jobs and maybe getting replaced with AI things or not. I have a different opinion, which I like. Even you have got to understand. Maybe you'd have heard somewhere. AI is not going to replace the humans.
Exactly.
AI is just a tool. There has been a talk. The people who know AI will replace the people who don't know.
Absolutely.
The same goes with training. The people who are using AI as a tool, or the trainers who are using as a tool, the institutes which are using as a tool,
Right.
will replace the institutes and the trainers who don't.
Who don't have that correct skills, correct. And Virendra, don't you think that AI actually responds to the prompts and whatever we tell them to do, they probably refine it and, present it back to you.
Absolutely. Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah, garbage in, garbage out.
Right. Recently, IIT Mumbai has, or Delhi, IIT Delhi has changed the whole game altogether.
Oh.
What they do now, they ask their students to go back home,
Okay.
prompt, do anything that you want to, bring back to college, show us your prompt.
Show us your prompt.
Don't show us the results. Show us your prompt.
Exactly. That is the key to the whole thing.
That's the key to
That's
success.
the whole key.
Right?
This is what people should understand.
Yeah.
Is exactly the prompt, and you should not fear AI actually.
And one more example I'd like to portray here. In Europe, there's a country, I forgot about it, but I read it somewhere that the teachers are asking the students to go back home, write an essay using ChatGPT or whatever AI that you have, bring back to school, create the group of 5 people together, and they ask the students to improve those essays.
The AI's essays.
AI's essays.
Oh, wow.
Think about the creativity that we are nurturing.
Amazing.
Right?
Amazing.
Amazing.
You can only get better.
You get only better.
So Pune's education ecosystem and its collaboration supported the growth of your work. In what ways?
So Pune has been quite receptive. I really appreciate the way people are doing here. As I mentioned, MIT has been one of the milestones for us because they trust us, and I really admire. I'd like to give so much gratitude to MIT, IAMS, Victoria's Kids, Silver Beltray School, Trinity. These institutes actually trusted us.
And the trust is not formed easily.
And it's not formed easily. I had to really, work hard for
Absolutely.
it. Generally, you don't, buy respect.
Yes.
You earn respect.
You earn respect, correct.
So thankfully, I have earned respect. But since it is Pune that recognize those skill sets, right? Because here I found there's no too much of red tapeism where my brother, uncle,
I know.
some sort of those
Favoritism.
connects. Favoritism is not there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they require the skill sets, and if you have right skill sets, you have right talent,
Right.
they'll appreciate you.
Great.
So this way, Pune, I really admire Pune a lot, and this has been journey almost for 15 years. I've been in Pune,
Wow.
and as a mechanical engineer, I have been thriving in, and now with industry in education industry, I've been thriving too.
Okay, so what's the next big step for your institute?
Next big step is to go for the corporates. We have not tapped into much.
Okay.
We have been dealing with schools and colleges often now, but full-fledged, there's no program for corporate that we have come up with. So that's the next one that we are targeting to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corporates, so to better their public speaking skills.
To better the public speaking skills and leadership skills.
Leadership skills. Very
They're pretty
important.
much required, and at times, again, as I mentioned, children have different agility.
Right.
The adults have different agility.
Absolutely.
So in order to make them understand, it's a different ballgame altogether.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when you teach people in corporates and in schools about leadership skills, and public speaking, do you also have any plans to teach people, teamwork or for superiors how exactly to deal with their subordinates? Because what mostly happens is sometimes superiors or managers are very harsh on their subordinates, pull them down for small reasons, which discourages them.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything in mind to kind of improve this thing so that
Yeah.
there is a better
Synchronization. Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's this program on this Saturday itself. I'm going to IAMS, where I'm going to teach the faculty members, the staff members, on different skill sets
Wow.
like communication, empathy, teamwork, and
Teamwork.
whatnot. It's going to be experiential learning, as I mentioned.
Wow.
So we're going to make them learn with fun.
Okay.
At the same time, come up with some reflection around it.
Reflection around.
So those reflections actually can be, memorized, or rather can be learned for long period. So this we are just coming up with this next training in college.
Okay.
And same thing probably can be replicated in corporates too. So yes, we do have the thoughts around it.
Oh, great. I've also seen, I've worked in corporates in several places abroad also. I've often seen that, leaders, managers, they have, their own set of people that they kind of train better, or they provide inputs to those people better, so that those people thrive better and are more successful than the others. So do you have any program where managers can be told that this is a whole team, everybody needs to be treated equally?
Okay. So coming to that biasness or favoritism kind of?
Yes.
I really feel that always there's a biasness which cannot be avoided for sure.
We cannot be avoided.
You cannot treat everyone equally.
You cannot.
That's kind of candid opinion that I want to give you.
Sure.
However, you can mitigate those things. You can at least get rid of your
Reduce it.
prejudices.
Prejudices.
And yeah,
Yes.
so those can be reduced.
Okay.
But apparently, there is always a manager always look forward for the next manager. so that he becomes a senior manager.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So he'll always find out somebody who he thinks has potential.
Right.
And he or she will try to give that nourishment to that one, you know. So
Right.
it's unavoidable, but it happens.
It reminds me of the movie Three Idiots when Amir Khan finally gets the pen, which was given to him.
Legacy.
Yeah, the legacy. The virus gives the pen.
Virus gives the pen.
Okay, so finally, what message would you like to leave for our viewers and audience today?
Yeah, so I would like to give this message that, you know, life skills generally is ignored a lot, which we should understand as a parent. Give an opportunity for your child to thrive in, learn those skill sets, the life skills basically. Give an opportunity if you're a manager, make sure that your employees, your teammates are able to understand what's required in terms of life skills so that they thrive in, not only to help the industry out, the company out, but themselves as well, right?
Right.
As a college owner or teacher or professor, I would emphasize on bettering the education system so that we give opportunity for the students to learn these life skills.
Wow.
And I'd like to give gratitude as well at the end to everyone who has been a part of this journey so far.
And your institute that you run would be helpful in doing all these things that you just said.
Apparently, We Speak Institute has been helping them out, and it'll definitely be helping in the future as well.
Great.
But I'd like to add one more thing, probably. I missed it. I should have included the most essential part. Last but not the least, the success came with a lot of support.
Support.
Yeah.
It's important.
Support as in my family and friends were definitely there. But to be very precise, I have had a beautiful, supportive wife.
Oh, wow.
She has been the backbone. Because the moment I took this decision that I want to become entrepreneur, a lot of speculations were there, a lot of doubts, self-doubts were there. But she was the one said, okay, you go ahead and I'm there for you.
So it reminds me of that saying I heard as a youngster that behind every successful man, there is a woman saying that, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm there, that kind of thing. So Virendra, it was a pleasure to have you with us. Very insightful conversation and discussion with Pune Times Mirror. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting over. It was a pleasure of mine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.